The truth is, the church can't fail. Right? We are in the season of Eastertide, right? We still use that language. And to come at the end of Eastertide is what? Pentecost. The moment in time in which the Spirit of God is given to us to be Christ until His return. And if we can't fund our churches, if we can't fund our ministries, how will we be able to do that? Now, I don't think God's going to let us go out of business. But the fact of the matter is, there is no plan B. There is nothing in any of the ancient languages that might suggest that there's some alternate plan that God had to do that. The church has to stay funded. It has to stay alive. And we have been given a responsibility to do something about it. So I want to look at a passage of Scripture real quick that I think we tend to attach to ideas of evangelism and outreach. But I really like this idea that the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. The idea that everything that we need to do what God is calling us to do next is already available to us. Do we believe that? Do we believe that what God has called us to do, to lead His church, to be Christ, to be the hands and feet of Christ to the hurting people of our community, if we believe that's true and that's our mandate, then we also have to believe that He's going to give us the people and the resources and the opportunity to be able to act upon that. I love this idea of cultivating, and I am not, there is not an agrarian bone in my body. Okay, I am at peace when I hear the hum of traffic and the light sound of sirens in the background. Crickets are what you hear in a horror movie right before somebody busts through the window with a chainsaw. Okay, so there's nothing that I understand about tilling the soil or planting or anything, but I love this idea that cultivation is a process. You know, we learn to walk, we learn to talk, we learn to read, we learn to reason, we learn to read our Bible, we learn to pray, we learn about what it means to be a disciple, and yet somehow when it comes to the subject of money, we expect people just to get it. And we don't even talk about it. So that's even more absurd in our reasoning if you can think about it. But the idea that it's a process gives us an understanding that there's a place where people begin. Everybody begins in their faith journey in a different spot, with different filters, with different obstacles, with different challenges, with different places, and we grow in that faith, hopefully, over time. It's the same thing with money. We all begin in different spots. God did promise that He would give us everything that we need to take the next step in acting on what He's called us to do. But it doesn't mean that He makes an instant deposit into our account. Wouldn't that be nice? You just woke up Monday morning and, hey, it just multiplied 5 or 10 times. The fact of the matter is, God's given us everything that we need and the people in our pews today to do everything that He wants us to do next. But it's our job to cultivate that. It's our job to grow that. It's our job to invite people into this journey.